Shalom, beloved. This is Trina Miller with Trina Miller Ministries, coming back with another prophecy bulletin that healing and deliverance is the children's bread. So this is part 3 to the evil and wicked pastor and first lady. And I hope to put this to rest, this series to rest. Because this is the last time I really want to be in that energy, unless there's some type of retaliation, and then I have to come back with an update. But listen, why were they actually doing this? Why did they put the children, their grandchildren, into foster care? Why was the grandmother calling DHS, Department of Human Services and Child Protective Services, 20 and 30 times a day? And this came from the caseworker. This strictly from the caseworker. This information came from DHS. Why was an injunction filed for the children as soon as they got into foster care? The children's father and his mother from California filed an injunction to have the children shipped to California. They also was calling the DHS and Child Protective Services, talking about the children's mother and how unfit she was and how bipolar she was. Although behind the scenes, they were working with the daughter, the pastor and wife daughter, working on her to cause her to go crazy. And the pastor, his wife, the first lady, they were also working with the baby daddy, the children's father, and his mother to drive their daughter crazy and to ship them children to California, because as soon as they were put into foster care, an immediate injunction to move the children to California was filed with DHS, Department of Human Services. Why did they do all of that? Number one, to cover up the abuse, the mental, physical, and sexual abuse of them doing this to them children. And number two, if they shipped them to California and they were in foster care, the baby dad and his mama were going to be getting $2,500 per child, and it was 3 children. $7,500 a month in government benefits, monetary benefits for the children per month, along with $4,000 worth of food stamps. So they was going to be getting roughly $10,000 to $11,000 a month for foster care, for taking care of these children in foster care in California. This was a money grab scheme to take this girl's children from her, to cover up the abuse and collect government benefits per child that added up to almost more than $10,000 a month. And they were going to be getting this money until them children turned 18 years old. So they were going to be securing this money for 10 to 15 years, keeping this girl's children so that they can get government benefits. How do I know this? How do I know the baby daddy was involved and his mama was involved? Because this is the family of scammers. They're the ones who have all the computer technology. They're technology savvy. They belong to a bigger organization. that the pastor and his wife are now a part of. The baby daddy was the one who said this because he came to my house. He came to my house with his aunties, and I had to call the police on them. There is a police report on them trespassing on my property. He told the police when we were out there, he told the police. I talked to the pastor and his wife every Saturday. At least 2 or 3 times a week. I talked to pastor and his wife 2 and 3 times a week. That's what he told the police. I heard him tell the police that. So was the mama, the pastor and the wife involved? Yes, they were. The baby daddy said that they were. I am not angry. I'm not upset with their daughter because she's a victim. Her children, their grandchildren are victims. And her whole family, the daughter, the whole family turned against the daughter because the pastor and his wife, really the first lady, she was behind the whole family turning against this girl because she was the one doing all the calling and all the lying. And this is all in the name of the Lord. What Lord? Because these people are from the synagogue of Satan. They love money. They commit all kind of fraud. Them church members, y'all better be aware of these people because they might have an insurance policy on y'all. They may have an insurance policy on you. You better beware because these people love money. Listen, pastor and first lady of the synagogue of Satan, of this occult that y'all are members of. Listen, if you trust God, the Bible says the Lord will make you rich and add no sorrow. You just to it. So you just need to make sure that you are worshiping the God of love. Make sure you're practicing love and obedience and truth and righteousness, holiness. Make sure your character exemplifies integrity. Because I'm not angry with your daughter. I feel sorry for her because she's a victim. You've been victimizing her for over 30 years. And then you have the audacity to turn around and victimize her children. The Lord gonna put an end to that. The Lord is putting an end to your lies and your manipulation, your dishonesty, your extortion, the discord that you're sowing. It's not up to the daughter to fix this. It's up to you, pastor and wife, to start living your life in integrity and stop being so deceptive and throwing bricks and hiding your hand and retaliating. Because see, after I did my last post, you guys sent all types of illicit Facebook ads to my husband's Facebook page in retaliation to what I said. But I spoke the truth. I spoke the truth. My truth. And what I experienced in this whole situation. This is my last time dealing with this situation. But you still have some repenting to do. I am not interested in being mad at your daughter because she is a victim. But I am not interested in no type of reconciliation or restoration with this family. Because there is a distinctive demarcation line drawn, and a border has been drawn. I do not share the same values as you do. You and these family members. I don't share your value. I don't believe in throwing a brick and hiding my hand. I don't believe in spreading lies and deceit and sowing discord amongst people. I don't believe in calling and assassinating your character to nobody on no phone. I would say whatever I need to say to you in person, to your face. I don't share the same value to scatter children and tear them away from their mother. I don't share the same value to cage children and put them into foster care systems so that I can capitalize on them and make money off of them. I don't abuse children. So we have nothing in common. We may share DNA, but we do not share the same value system. Let me make that very clear to you. Everything that I said about you and what you did can be proven, and I have the receipts. I have the police report. I not only have the police report, but I have the Child Protective Services investigation report and the results. And I do have the report from court. And I have the receipts from the attorney that me and my husband paid for. Don't blame this on your daughter. Your daughter is not to blame for your wrongdoing. Now, this is my last time addressing that. Don't stop calling me. Don't have nobody call me on the phone. I'm still a prophet at the end of the day, because the Lord is the one who showed me all the mess, all of this mess, and he's the one who uncovered it and led me through this whole situation. So your retaliation, your threats, the threats that you sent to me, with the man laying in a coffin and the woman looking at the man in sorrow, let me tell you something, honey. If you feel froggy, you jump. But let me tell you something. You're going to jump back and you ain't going to have, some of your legs going to be missing when you jump. Okay? Remember this, honey, like they used to say when you were children. I'm rubber and you glue. Whatever you do to me, it's going to bounce off of me and stick to you. Because I'm the rubber and you the glue. Okay? I'm not interested in nothing that you have to say. I'm not lying on you. Again, I have all of the receipts. So all the lies that you're spreading, telling your people in the community about me, baby, I've been in ministry since I was 9 years old. I do love the Lord. All of that ministerial music for over 40 years that I've been in the church working with children. I've never abused anybody. I don't lie and spread false rumors and lie against my neighbor. I don't lie against people and call and sow discord with people, between people. And I don't break up families. I've done a lot of other things in my day, but that's not one of them. Those things that I mentioned are not any of the things that I've done. You could say that I come across as angry black woman all you want to, but baby, I'm passionate. Because if any child come to me, I would do it again and help any child that comes to me and say that they are being abused. Because I am an overcomer and a survivor of child abuse. And if it had not been for my auntie, my mother's oldest sister, she came up to me and she made me tell my grandmother what the abuser, my grandmama's boyfriend, what he did to me. And my auntie was there with her 38 in her hand. And she told my abuser, she told me, tell the truth. You better tell the truth, and don't you be scared to tell the truth. She said, because he ain't going to do nothing to you. If he say any word to you, I'ma blow his brains out. That's what my auntie did for me. My mama's oldest sister. She came to my rescue against my abuser. And I will always come to the rescue of any child being abused. Any child being abused. I don't stand for abuse to children. And I don't victimize the victims. And with that being said, I'm not an angry black woman, baby. I'm just a passionate black woman. And I am on my journey to healing, honey. Healing from manipulation, intimidation, domination, witchcraft, and everything else. I am on a journey to healing and deliverance. And my truth is what heals and helps me stay and continue to be delivered. Shalom, beloved. I love you guys. Whoever listen, I hope this situation comes to a close. I pray that it does. Because enough is enough. I want y'all to get right with God. You need mental help. Not just your daughter that needs mental help, because y'all been working on her for over 30 years. But pastor, you and your wife, you need mental help. You are not well in your mind. You are not well in your heart. You have a heart condition, pastor. You have a heart condition, first lady. Y'all need deliverance. Y'all need psychological and psychiatric help. You need counseling, and your children need counseling, and your grandchildren need counseling too. You need family counseling. Please get yourself some help. And I believe that you need to step down from the pulpit, because you are not fit to pastor anybody at this time. You're too busy upholding an image instead of being true and helping saving souls. Get some help. I pray that God deliver you. I pray that God be merciful unto you. And I pray that you and your family get the deliverance and healing that you all desperately need. Shalom.